Hello world, this is Mike and Ike, or Mike and Ike FGC, as my YouTube name and my Twitch name is called. Today I'm bringing you a short tutorial video on not just Granblue Fantasy Versus, but fighting games in general. So I'm going to give you guys that's it, just only three simple steps on how to win more. This is more so catered to people at the more so lower level, but it can apply to the higher levels as well, and the intermediates. But this is more so for the guys just kind of losing like a lot. Like, you gotta understand my rank in this game and my tournament results. I mean, granted online, but my rank in this game was S1/SS5, which is a decently high rank. And I've gotten 9th NLBC online. I've gotten top 32 in 200-man tournaments. Shit like that. Granted online, but still, with the pandemic going on, that's all we have. But anywho, let me cut the stuff. Three simple ways to get better. So, or not to get better. 3 simple ways to win more, basically. Sorry, this is like non-scripted. But okay. So number 1, I think, is anti-airing. Anti-airs is basically just an attack that strikes an opponent when they jump. All the 2Cs in this game are air unblockable. And, in other fighting games, you always have your anti-air buttons. It's a pretty common thing in most fighting games, at least most 2D grounded fighting games. So, basically, I'll show you guys. Let me just record Gran doing that. A lot of people online jump. Like, they do it all the time, so get ready for that anti-air. I mean, you just how much damage a corner carrier did just off of that alone. So, sorry. My thing is on 4, so let's turn these off. So, boom, boom, boom. There is a better way to practice these, but I just want you guys to at least get the hang of, okay, this is my anti-air button. I see him jump, boom. There's a way to practice anti-airing, like, in more detail, but I won't get into that right now. Just know that, okay, I have an anti-air button. Let me stop it from jumping. That's number 1. That's like number 1 thing. That's a pretty common thing people do online is jump, so that's number 1, anti-airing. Number 2 is to frame trap. Now, a frame trap basically is an act of doing a normal or a special move that is plus on block. Now, you don't have to worry about what that means right now. I can make another video talk about like frame data, but there's plenty of videos and sources out there talking about frame data if you want to research it. But basically what a frame trap is, you do a move that's plus on block, and then you follow up with another move that is like, that has the start, like has like have the same startup or less, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm kind of like, I'm like okay with frame data. I'm not like a high expert on it, but I know like the how to use it in matches. So basically, we're gonna set Gran to do a jab, just a jab. People do that a lot online. They be mashing. So Catalina's 2L is plus 2, I believe. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna frame trap in a stand L, and that's close, by the way, not far, because it's standing far normals or close on far normals. But you get the gist. So watch. Oops, that didn't combo. See how that comboed? You can also frame trap into this. So, see how that counter hit him, and then we get a full combo? So that's very important in online matches, I believe. It's important in general, but especially like if you're trying to win more online. A lot of people like in that lower region, they push. They get scared, they want to attack. If you can't stop that, you're gonna lose. If you can't stop that, you're gonna lose. So I think that's important to know how to frame trap people, because then you can always you will like more than likely you'll get this like majority of the time, like you'll get it like so often because they kind of just don't want to like block. So you will get that so often, like you'll get that scenario a lot. Both online and even like, you know, just playing tournaments and stuff if you go to tournaments in the future. But this is more so just for um how to just win more online for the most part. And let's see. And then step 3 is to meaty. Now meeting is like, it's kind of in the same realm as frame trapping, but it's also very important. Um, meeting, I'll put baiting in the same thing. Meeting slash, you know, baiting and reading the opponent. I'll put that in the same kind of category. I'll just call it Okezeme. I'll just call it that. Let's just call it Okezeme, which just means doing an attack on the opponent's wake up. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna knock the opponent down, and then we're gonna do something like that. Or let's get him to instead of DPing, let's get him to shoot. Just get him to jab, right? Just get him to hit buttons. Just get him to hit buttons. What's our go-to move? Oh, that. Okay. So, but what I did there is called a meaty attack. So a meaty attack is just a move you do that's decently active on the opponent's wake up, and it'll just cover the options the opponent does, except for invincible options like dragon punching and etc. supers. So what you want to do is, you know, knock the opponent down, boom, 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 and then, you know, you hit the opponent. You also kind of hit the opponent again. Now you're gonna ask me, Mike, what if they just keep mashing DP all the time, like literally every time? Well, I got a tip for you. So, I mean, it has to, so there's 2 ways to do this, right? 2 ways, especially, more so in Granblue. It's harder in other games. Some of this is Granblue exclusive, some of it isn't. This exists in other games, but, I'll teach you one way that's just universal to all fighting games, and I'll teach you one way that's in some fighting games, but, right, it's mostly Granblue exclusive. So, first way, if they DP, I gotta find the, sorry, my thing's in Japanese. I think it's this one. See that? So we did a thing called a bait. Now, of course, it's on the opponent's, you know, it's on a read of what the opponent does. But I mean, if you have the right read, well, I suck. You know what I mean? Then you get a buttload of damage, a buttload. So there's Catalina can also just do jab, I believe. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. But yeah, so basically that's just a bait. You just kind of just walk towards the opponent, walk back, and then they get scared. You punish them. So that's like a universal way of dealing with DPs. Now in Granblue specifically, there's things called safe jumps, and this exists in other fighting games. I haven't really seen it in a lot of fighting games lately. I mean, it was in SF4. There's not really that many in SF5 at all. I think it was like 1, 2 safe jumps off the top of my head, unless you get a clutch kind of sweep. That's the only time I've ever seen safe jumps in SF5. But in Granblue, you get them like a lot. So to do a safe jump, you basically just have to do a jumping attack at the right time. Like, it has to hit. So pretty much it has to hit meaty in a sense. So it's in the same realm. So what we're gonna do is gonna do this. Oops. See how I blocked it? It's called a safe jump. So I would, if you're playing Granblue, I would practice these as well, because they're really useful. Because if they don't DP, you just get the jump in. They just block it. So it's a 2-in-1. It's a 2-in-1. It covers more than one option. So there you go. That's 3 simple ways to win more online fighting games. That's it. That's all you guys need to know, at least for now. I can get into more advanced strategies, intermediate strategies later. I think these 3 simple ways are solid. So we're gonna recap real fast. So number one is shit. I almost forgot what I said. Wow, I suck. I almost forgot what I said. Number one, anti-airing. There we go. Anti-airing. Wow, I'm so sorry, guys. I really forgot. So recap. Number one, anti-airing. Oops, that's not anti-air. Anti-airing. You know, always keep these on deck. You gotta anti-air. Number two, frame trapping. And then number three, Okizeme, i.e. meeting, safe jumping, etc. So, you know, baiting and, you know, doing the meetings I showed you guys earlier and all that. So those are the three simple ways to win more in fighting games. And that's it, guys. So if you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Check out my Twitch channel. I not make videos. Wow, I suck, guys. I'm sorry. Oh man, go live on Twitch very often. I try to do it at least three, especially now with the pandemic going on. I'm trying to go live at least 3 times a week right now. So you can catch me over there. You know, if you want to ask me questions during like a live segment, during me just playing. I mean, you know, you can ask me questions there. You can ask me for games. You can do whatever you want there. You can also support me there. You can follow. You can sub. You know, you can do whatever you want. So catch me on Twitch. Be sure to, again, like the video, share the video with your homies if it helps. We're trying to grow on this platform, guys. We're trying to grow. I'm trying to help you guys out. So, you know. And then, that's really it. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.